Hey, how are you doing? Welcome back to another Sunday talk show. It's not really a name. It's kind of a placeholder. It's kind of one of those placeholders that actually becomes a name one day, maybe. Oh, we got our bikers here. Got to watch out for those people on the road, bikers. So, I want to thank you for coming to the show today. I gotta go pick up some wood. Because I've been making so many videos these days, I might as well do some content while you're coming with me. Close this up so we get better sound. So I got a script for today. You know, sometimes I really need a script when I got a lot of information to put out. There are a number of these shows where I've had a whole ton of information to share, and I just kind of forgot. I guess that goes with the territory. It's on. So I'm going to read out the script for you so that we can really get all the information that we want to do and keep the schedule on for this show. Because during the week, I'm doing Twitch videos. And, you know, those Twitch videos, you kind of just turn on the camera and it is a video gamer playing his games or an artist building their art. And they stream live on camera, and basically it's not a show. You just kind of do your thing and people watch in a reality television kind of manner. Except the one thing that really differs with YouTube, and I know there's chat in YouTube, but in Twitch there's a lot of very interactive things that you can do so that the conversation is a little bit more intimate between the streamer and the viewer. So that's kind of fun. And so yeah, I've been doing that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope you stop by and check me out. I just need one more follower to apply to become an affiliate or a partner. I don't know what it is. I'm applying for both, I'll tell you that much right now. Today's show is brought to you by Helicon Focus. Helicon Focus is the photo stacking program that makes the most clear photographs that you could ever make. To get 20% off a lifetime of updates from Helicon Focus, just go to modelersguild.com/HF. And we thank Helicon Focus for the support of our show. And by people like you. This show is supported by patrons on patreon.com/Ron Perry. If you like what you see in the show today, please consider going over and chipping in some support. And thanks for watching. Hi YouTube, and welcome to another Sunday chat show. First, I want to thank everyone for their support and positive feedback over the last few weeks. I really appreciate all the kind words and enthusiasm for the project. I just wanted to say it is working, and thank you. Tonight we have a few things to go through. First off, I wanted to give you all a heads up that I'm looking for an intro video for this Sunday show. And if you fancy yourself a video producer or think you have good ideas for making videos and want to try something small that's like 20 seconds to 40 seconds, I don't know, something that people would be able to watch without turning off the channel. Because an intro video, there's a jumpy castle. I want one of those. Damn it. You see, I just want a little video so that if people turn on the stream right at the beginning, they can see a nice, nicely produced active video that, you know, that makes them want to watch more. You know, you have my full permission to take past videos and make montages, whatever you want. I don't really expect to get anybody to do this, but I'm putting it out there. If you're a creative person, I'm gonna put this challenge out on Twitch too. I kind of have higher expectations for people over on Twitch to do something like this, but you know what? Surprise me. I'd love for it, and you know, if it's not up to par, you know, give me 2 edits. You know, give me the chance to critique what you've done, and we'll improve it in certain ways. The music on the video has to be from the YouTube royalty-free library. Damn it. Why didn't you tell me you were drinking? I can't drink, I'm driving. You're gonna see me get in an accident soon. I don't know, it's crazy business. I gotta put my seatbelt on. Country driving here. Country driving. I gotta pick up some wood for the family tonight. They're having a party. Damn it, I told you. You can't drink before you come to the party. Oh, hey, you're back? Passed out for a second there. Jeez. You gotta take care of yourself, brother. I'm telling you. Get to the bottom of that. That'll help you out. You need somebody to talk to. Call me after. So I've had a very busy week, and there is a ton to share. I also want to share something that I've been working on for 8 years or so. I think it will be a great addition to the Sunday chat show, and we're going to do this on a weekly affair. Do a little bit of an update of the Facebook group, which is you know, there's some highly talented modelers there, and there's some awesome stuff being shared there. So I want to, every Sunday, start going over the Modelers Guild group, just to show that there is really very little chuff, you know, very little nonsense going on there. I gotta stay on cement roads so that we get better sound. I have wonders about what the sound's gonna be like as it is. What's next on the list? I think we got a tractor up here. You gotta wave high. Out your back window, he waves high too. That's the way it is in the country, yo. We also have some projects to share from this week's live streams on Twitch, which happened Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm same name on Twitch, Just Another Scale Modeler. It's a mouthful. You can just call me Scale Modeler or call me Ron, whatever you want. So we've had the K&W Butter Co. that we've worked a little bit more on the diorama base, and we worked on the N-scale elevated oval. That project got a bit of an update for that, but I'll save it for when you're looking at it. And we also, next week, we will be building the South Side Hotel from Imagine That Laser Art. If you want to watch me build the kit from start to finish, it'll all be done on Twitch live stream. There's going to be some boring parts when you watch the paint dry. That's fun. But the thing is that, you know, while that's happening, while the paint is drying, I'm not focusing on the model. I'm focusing on the chat and responding to everybody in the chat. So if you've got any questions, if you've got any encouragement, I'm looking forward to it. So another point that I wanted to bring up, this is why this video is so good. I got a whole list of things to say, and I'm saying all of them. So it's time to do some housework on the Just Another Scale Modeler channel. And over the years, I know people have thought of me as being pretty prickly. And I think it's time for me to start pulling the videos that don't meet the grade. So if there's a video out there that you think, I hate that video that he did, it kind of sucks, tell me. Contact me at my email address, perry.ron@gmail.com, and tell me which ones that don't meet, that you think I should pull down, and I'll give it a good consideration. Bikers on the road, man. At least that one had a nice bright vest. That's true. That was a good point there. I got a compliment for that gentleman. At least he can be seen by partially blind individuals. So, to make this Twitch thing a reality, to really bring, you see, what I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to do giveaways, because I've got so many opportunities that I've had in this hobby, and I would like to, give away some of the things that I've built over the years in raffles. And we're going to do those on Twitch. I have to come up with my first model that I'm going to give away. I've been thinking about the Fine Scale Miniatures pile driver. And maybe even with a scene, or maybe just without a scene, so that people could... I should have turned right there. So people can... build their own base. Maybe try to learn yourself. Base building isn't really expensive at all. It's really very cheap, and it is a great way to learn how to become proficient or comfortable laying down your scenery. I know a lot of people think it's really hard, and there's a bunch of cows hanging around a flag, Canadian flag. Some patriotic cows, man. Sorry, I had to. So, we'll have some more information about the raffle giveaways next Sunday. But suffice it to say that over on Twitch, during the interactive episodes and stuff, we're going to have some raffle giveaways of some of the dioramas and some models. So before we go, I have a quick favor to ask of you. I'd love if you'd leave a comment below the video after the video has streamed. You know, once the stream is over, come back tomorrow and leave a comment about what you thought about today's Sunday chat show. And maybe a bit about yourself. I love to hear about the viewers. I love to get to know about you. Over the past couple of months, I've gotten to know a number of you. And to those who have supported me on the YouTube live streams, please just understand that the reason why I'm going over to Twitch is because the YouTube viewers demographic, the people who are watching these live streams are actually in the minority, and the people who are usually my subscribers are unsubscribing because they don't like the live stream. So Twitch is really a way to have the best of both worlds, and I'll continue doing the Sunday show. So that everybody's happy. And if you're a fan of these live streams, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, you really just shouldn't be doing that to yourself. We're almost to my destination. We are here. Okay, talk to you later. Trunk load of wood and ready for the party. So I'm setting up the stream, making sure everything's all working for us. I've been having a lot of trials and tribulations over at Twitch just because the abilities of Twitch are so much more complicated. I can actually do a lot of really cool things. Like, forget about when that video is gonna stop. Hello, Patrick. Hello, Shadow Wolf. Hello, New Haven Rails, aka another Ron. There's a bunch of us out there. I gotta look up at the camera. Well, I gotta remember who's been. CB Charles, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. It's another week gone by, and actually, you might have thought that I haven't had a lot of videos out and stuff like that. I've actually streamed probably about 8 hours of content on Twitch. But the thing is there's no editing for that stuff. It's just, it's like video. Can't come up with a good word that's not going to gross you out. So, well, it's a Game of Thrones night, so you should be able to get grossed out. So, I want to thank you for stopping by, watching. I got a couple of models to share. I want to show you what I've built this week. So let's get the camera turned around and show you on the table how everything looks so far. Now, firstly, we have our N scale elevated relay. Make sure you can see that on the camera. Come on here. There we go. That's most of it. So this is an Imagine That Laser Art N scale elevated structure, and you know, me and the client are, you know, making an oval and trying to make it as cost effective as possible. So we got a 4-track 2-station section there, and the rest is an oval that goes around with a 10-inch radius, I believe. It's about 10 inches. And I'm not really an N-scale guy either, so I don't really know how tight that curve is. But well, Patrick, the late night show on Sunday is at the same time as Game of Thrones. And, you know, it's part of good family life to make sure to have at least one show you share with your wife that you like. And, yeah, we've got one. And it's on for the next 8 weeks. So, you know, I don't have any sponsors or anything for this, so I'm going to be doing this at 7 o'clock, so that if it's a good show, we can have 2 hours worth of content if you want that, if it works out. And then, yeah, it's only for 8 weeks. Once a year for 8 weeks. So this N-scale project is on hold while some parts are being ordered. We have I have to kind of mix and match parts, and it's going to be an interesting build when it's finished. It's going to be even more interesting after to see how I have to pack it, because that's probably going to be a challenge in and of itself. So project number 2, let's get to project number 2, because there's not just one. I've got projects to do every single day, but because I've got so much work, that also means that sometimes the family gets put to the side. Whoop. K&W Butter Co. I've been working on this kit for a couple of weeks now. Yes, taking breaks for family life is good. So that's kind of why I'm doing it in every other night, because it's actually a lot less work to stream on Twitch. Because I just hang out in the shop. There's no post-editing. There's no switching files from this to over to this. There's no going to YouTube images to get, you know, all the drama's gone. So, actually, I've opened up a lot of my time to be able to, you know, do family things. We went to a party the other day with the family. We don't really usually do that kind of stuff, so it's fun. That's, got to keep track of these things. So this is the K&W Butter Co. By kcworkshops.com. It's a 2-structure kit, and the price is over $100. However, you know, it's a wonderful kit, and it can be made into a number of different things. You know, the office, the green building is called the office. for the Butterco or maybe the office buildings, you know, they probably package stuff in there. It's probably the super clean packaging area or some distribution. The offices upstairs where all the secretaries work and all that jazz. You know how it is. But you can also convert this over to a tavern or, you know, some kind of old boarding house or something like that. And then the industrial building could also be a feed mill. You know, the stacks being, you know, they're making whatever. Actually, it could be beer making too, because those stacks could be for the beer making process, right? So it's a number of things that you can do, and all I want to do is finish this diorama so we can photograph it in helican focus and get some really nice photographs finally. I don't really ever, like, I like to finish my models to a point, but I never actually take them outside and photograph them. Like, it's very rare. So I want to do that, and this kit's going to help me do that. So this was streamed on Wednesday. I think it was about a 4-hour stream. I don't know what it was. Can't remember. So on Friday night, another kit that you've seen a number of times. We're building a waterfront for the Water Street docks. It's not done yet. I built this while talking to Shadow over on Twitch. It was kind of a fun thing to do. Get the lights on. For some reason, the lights don't like... They kind of shine right off of that kit. Yeah. You need to get me into O-Scale sometime. Yeah, and I need to get a shed with a lot of room. And I'm talking a lot. So, what we've got here is on Friday, we started out with just a piece of MDF, a couple of pieces of foam. I had glued the foam to the MDF the night before, and that was all that was done. And through the stream, where me and Shadow Wolf were hanging out, we made this entire diorama to the point that it is. All the grass, all the little cement pads and the dock and all that stuff was done during the live stream. The diorama making was done on the live stream. It was a lot of fun, and next week we're going to put a railing at the suggestion of Shadow Wolf and his worries about the insurance companies. Those little buggers. Well, we're going to put a railing up. I want to put a couple of ladders going down to the water so that I can put a couple of boats to the side. I need to put some bumper posts in still. But it's doing pretty good. The first coat of water has gone down, and the seaweed is in there to hide the line underneath the boat or the dock and the open water. We'll also probably have to do the roof too next week. So there's that too. Now I'm standing at the computer here because my microphone is right here, and the The limitations of my setup here are pretty succinct. I know what they are, and if I move my mic anywhere, it's really not good. I need to get a couple of cables. You know, I want to thank all the patrons out there. Your help is helping me a great deal. At the beginning of every month, I slowly update each and everything that I can afford. All that money's going towards improving the stream, and I hope I'm starting to figure this thing out. I hope you're beginning to like it. So, yeah, CB says, yes, O-scale takes up a lot of space. I've assembled quite a few O-scale structures. I've assembled, I assembled a creamery from Sidetrack Laser, an O-scale kit, back in 2009 or 2010. That kit was a lot of fun to build. Building an O-scale is awesome. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. I want to go super large to like a garden railroad size, so that I can kind of think out of the box. I want to be able to build in a scale that doesn't provide products, so that I'm forced to scratch build the stuff. You know, HO scale is beginning to be a bit of a crutch for me. So personally, for my personal modeling, I want to get out of the HO scale stuff. After the Old Bay District build is done, I'll probably be moving to much bigger stuff, like 124, which I think is F scale. Shadow says, have you ever done a burnt or destroyed building? No, but a guy that I am about to interview fairly soon, Bob Boudreau, did an exploded lumber mill. Made a diorama for his project, and he's a co-admin of Facebook, and I was supposed to go right over to Facebook and show you guys what's going on there. So let's take that opportunity to do that. And then I'll get back to answering your questions, because we want to figure this stuff out. Let's sort this out, because I think that everybody should probably join the Modelers Guild. It is a really nice group. Let's get over here. So this is the Modelers Guild group. I created it back in 2008, I think. And have built it up over the years with my friend Bob Boudreau. As you can see here in the top corner, he's a co-admin. We've got 7,400 members, and a quick look down the page, you'll see that we have, well, actually, let's start at the photos, because that's probably a compressed version of the quality of the work that is available here. So we've got I believe those are HO scale structures here. This is an HO scale horse trailer, which is an amazing job. Like, look at this. I'm mesmerized by the back doors. Really, it's almost ridiculous how good it's been. You know, see, and the great thing about this is these awesome modelers here share their work. We've got a military tank here with the top open. Oh, it's an engineering tank. Or maybe, I don't know what it is. I was the dummy. We've got layouts. Layout tours. Look at this beautiful layout. That looks like it's done in a studio. Here's a model of the new Star Wars land at Disneyland. Under construction now. Damn, some people have all the luck. That is beautiful. So yeah, we got an update of what it looks like to the Star Wars layout. Rob Clark of Model Railroad Hobbyist fame is building an Ambroid car. He's a brave soul. These are made out of wood, and you really have to have a lot of patience to get these kits put together. Any of this wood, touch it, like if it smells water, it gets fat on you. This is Joelle, our friend Joelle Karma. She's been talking about her wind wagon. She's been doing a real good job on that. She's been sharing that on the site, and thank you, Joelle. So as you can see, there's a lot of great modeling going on. I'm pretty sure Patrick Rivard's model is going to come up here soon because he's on the site. This is a guy that I'm going to try to interview. I don't know how good his English is. Guillermo. I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to have to ask him how to say his name. But look at this. This is a model. And he always says scratch built using cardboard boxes, wood, sandpaper, white glue, etc. Just amazing. That is Patrick's O skill. I had to check the chat there and make sure I do. Yeah, I was telling them. I'm kind of looking for the slim chance that I'd be able to find Bob Boudreaux's photo of the exploded. Like, it looks a lot like this model right here. But it's exploded. He's got another one. But that's going to be in a future review. So let's get over to the discussion side. I just want to show you that in a single day, a lot of great content goes down. So there's Patrick's. Yeah, this is Patrick's work. He's in the call today, so let's look close. Yeah, this is O-scale. I can see the mortar lines in there. I can see that guy. Looks like a club. On the second floor, I question the club. I was looking for a full picture of the model with the interior. You must have posted it yesterday or something. So this is 4 hours ago. Okay, he's starting to work in progress. Mr. Sullivan, he likes to share his models. He does some amazing water scenes. A discussion on the old Beetlejuice movies. So it's just it is a great way to share your hobby, but it is also a great way to interact with people. Look at this car. Look at this car. This is amazing. This is amazing. Look at that. Me and my daughter are about to do a Westphalia truck, and it's going to be something like this, I hope. Look at that. Just beautiful. So, yeah. Lots of stuff available on the site, and see, this is 8 hours ago when this was commented on. So this is all in a single day. So it's good stuff. Modelers Guild on Facebook. Stop on by if you want to share some modeling with no drama. So let's get back to these questions. So I was kind of, I almost had the opportunity to do a burnt out building with Campbell Scale Models. They sent me 4 models earlier this year and got me to make a video for them. And they asked me to send the videos back. So clearly the video wasn't good enough, or the model wasn't good enough, or I wasn't good enough. I don't know how that worked out, but I would have loved to have been able to do that burnt out building kit that they have. And I almost was able to do it. He must have used a big firecracker. It is a beautiful diorama, and when the Meet the Modeler comes out, I have plans. It's in the script to talk specifically of the exploded lumberyard. So, what's going on next week? Good question. So for Monday, I think I'm going to building the railings for our Water Street diorama, and try to do the roofs. And that's Monday. Wednesday, I'm going to our home in Miniature Land in the morning to pick up some projects. I have to get some folders of scratch-built models that I've got to make for the layout. So I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be streaming, going through the content, how these professional things, you'll be able to watch what I go through to try and figure out how to build the model out of thin air. Because we're not allowed to, you don't go from a kit. They started out with kits, but now they've advanced to the point where they've been working with architectural modelers and stuff like that. And I've got to see if I can compete. So you'll be able to see that on Wednesday. I'll probably be doing more work on Water Street on Wednesday too. I might have to make a material list and stuff like that for the OHML project. And then for Friday, I'm hoping that my lights come in for my Ferris wheel. It's a big project. Come on, you. I can't win. There you go. That's good in the hood. It's good enough. So this project, will do, Patrick. That's a good suggestion. When you do the railings, use a rope strung between old posts with the life rings hung on them. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make some life rings, though. I was thinking that I want to go check out some washers. I'm sure I can get some washers and put a bead of weld bond glue to make it look like it's a rounded profile. Paint them action orange or action red, whatever it is, with a white stripe in the middle in the cross format. That's a good idea. Thank you, Patrick. So this Ferris wheel, it came without the lighting pack. So I have to kind of scratch build my own lighting pack on it. The kit itself came with enough instructions to tell me how to do what they intended to do. And it is already wired up. It comes with some of the electronics parts so that you can upgrade the kit later. But the lighting kit is $250, and they use old school grain of rice lights, and those are super hot. So I've ordered a bulk pack of LEDs, pre-wired LEDs, and I'm going to use those to light the carriages. The only thing is I have to make my own hangers, and through the suggestion of a show participant, I'm going to be using sewing needles, the push pins, or no, sewing needles for this process. And I don't know, I think it's going to work. It's going to be a little bit different than what the company had planned, but I think it'll work fine. Just have to get a nice jig to cut my sewing needles properly and get them on all the carriages. So that project, but the thing is with this project is the Ferris wheel is so big that I'm wondering if it'll actually fit on the Old Bay District project layout. So we might be selling this Ferris wheel to try and get the smaller size Ferris wheel. I know. There's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I've been thinking about it over the last couple of weeks, and I think that it's the best bet to actually sell it, because it is too big. It's actually so big that it kind of like when you're inspired to do something, you've got a clear trail ahead of you. Your mind's eye knows exactly where it's going. It's got its eyes set on north, true north, and it's going, right? So the second I got this Ferris wheel built, I noticed that it was so darn big that it kind of destroyed my idea of the whole layout. So going to the smaller Ferris wheel is a necessity. And actually, speaking to my friend who runs Carnival magazine, he said that this is not a carnival Ferris wheel. It really is an exhibit Ferris wheel. It's kind of something that does not move. Like, this is the kind of Ferris wheel that gets built and stays. So yeah, I think lit up it's gonna look great too. And having it lit up, you know, when I sell it, I'll probably be able to buy 1 or 2 rides with the proceeds of it, because it's a $250 kit, and the lighting kit's $250 on top of that. So if I light it myself with more efficient lights and have it running perfect, have some videos made of it running with the lights running and all that jazz, I'll probably be able to sell it for what it goes for, or a little bit more. I don't know how much it'll go for. I don't know. I hate selling models that weren't commissioned. Like, when somebody commissions a model out of you, you get paid per hour for building it. But when you just build a model and go to sell it, you ain't never gonna get your time out of it. You know, it's got to be something special for people to pay for it. So we'll get the lights on it, and we'll get a little bit of rust on it. We'll get it looking nice and real. Take some photographs of it, and probably put it up on eBay, which is usually against my rules. Unless somebody contacts me. If you've got a spot for this on your layout, I didn't even think of that. Give me a call. And I'll have it all lit up for you. Or, if you don't want it lit up, I'll put the carriages on and Bob's your uncle will ship it out to you. Yep, exactly, Patrick. And the thing is the each hole for the carriages has a metal grommet on it. So the middle posts of the fulcrum, the middle of the wheel has a metal slider. So it's already hooked up. I actually put them on backwards. So I'm going to have to take them off and put them on the right way. But they've got small diameter wire that goes from the wheel, the posts, and they go up the side and they get wrapped around each grommet all the way around the wheel. And those are already done. So everyone, I think that's 1 hour is a good amount of time to do a show like this. I hope the intro was okay. I did a 5-minute song intro saying starting soon so that people could come on the channel and catch what's happening from the beginning instead of having to go back and watch the whole thing over from the beginning. If they you get the alert, it's not always when the show starts. So I'm going to put up a 5-minute song at the beginning. And it's really not going to have any words or anything. But I hope you don't mind that. I think that's a good compromise. One last thing about Twitch. If you come on Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays, Monday is kind of a morning thing. And Wednesdays and Fridays are usually later. Starting at around 6 or 7 at night. When we're on Twitch, we're listening to all the crazy music that we listen to on the radio that you love. We're building a playlist of songs, of rock and roll, of all the songs that we really like. Anybody of any age, of any era, if you're into models, request some songs for our playlist, and let's listen to those tunes together. I have having a real good time building this playlist. We got 59 songs so far. I want to get a 500 song playlist, so it just goes Bruce Springsteen. I just thought of it. I'm going to put Bruce Springsteen on the playlist tonight. 5 songs. I get five best ones. So thanks CB, thanks Patrick, thanks Shadow Wolf, thanks New Haven Rails, and anybody else, don't be afraid to chat. Okay? It's probably the most inclusive club in the world right here. If you want to see more, modelersguild.com, and if you like the show, modelersguild.com/donate. Thank you. And if you donate, it gets put onto the list on Twitch, and we thank you for it. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.